The U.S. Mint has been producing the United States Mint set since all the way back in 1947. The Mint set contains one uncirculated example of every coin released by the U.S. Mint for circulation that year at the Philadelphia and Denver Mints. We have put together a massive 9-set collection from 1973 to 1981. Every single Mint set released by the U.S. Mint, aka the original dollar mint set era. From 1973 to 1981, these mint sets would include the last of the jumbo dollars, the beautiful Eisenhower dollars, and the only, until much, much later, mini dollars struck in the U.S. Mint's history, the Susan B. Anthony coins, which were struck from 79, 80, and 81. This entire collection is the end of an era at the United States Mint. All of the dollar mint sets from the original dollar mint sets. I know a lot of you are aware that we have the presidential and Native American dollars in our sets today. These were the OG dollar mint sets, the coins that actually circulated as dollar coins throughout the United States. Our massive 9-set collection is item number 9056902. That's 9056902. And we are just $89.95, less than $10 per set for all 9 of the dollar mint sets struck by the United States Mint. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head to our website if you don't feel like calling on the phone tonight, avccoins.com. And then you'll see a search bar on the right-hand side of the page, and you can put 9056902 to grab the 9 mint set collection of the dollar mint sets. Every mint set from 1973 to 1981 for just $89.95. And at that price, we are more than $240 less than our nearest competition for the same 9 sets. And that's if you can find all 9 with a single competitor, because we couldn't. Now let's talk about these mint sets. These mint sets will arrive in the original U.S. Mint envelope packaging that was used from 73 all the way up until the late 70s, where we'd see the transition to a more modern style of mint set packaging. These sets would include the iconic jumbo dollar, the Eisenhower dollar. It was struck until 1978, originally starting in 1971. However, they would not be introduced into the mint set until 1973. Those Eisenhower dollars in this collection by itself would cost you upwards of $232. And that's for just the Eisenhower dollars in this collection. That means our entire 9-piece mint set collection is more than $142 less than just the Eisenhower dollars inside these sets. When you could find all 9 of these mint sets with our competition, they wanted upwards of $330 for them. We are more than $240 less than them at just $89.95. In fact, just the Eisenhower dollar sets from 73 to 78, those by themselves cost upwards of $240. That means we're $150 less than just the Eisenhower dollar mint sets, and you're also going to get all 3 of the Susan B. Anthony sets as well. And you see, after the Eisenhower dollar would come to an end in 78, the last jumbo dollar to circulate in U.S. Mint history, and jumbo dollar was an accurate description. They were the exact same size as the Morgan and Peace dollars that circulated throughout the American Wild West. We would then transition to something significantly smaller, the Susan B. Anthony dollar. And that dollar was so small, people kept confusing it with quarters in their pocket change. And while the vending machine lobby loved the Susan B. Anthony dollar, everyday Americans just hated it. Why would I want to carry around a bunch of dollar coins when once I get past 5 or 6, it becomes a hassle, whereas $5 or $6 bills will fold up into my wallet and never be noticeable. There's also the fact that Americans don't really want to walk around with our pocket change jingling as we walk. Generally not a wise thing to do in today's world. Those Susan B. Anthony dollars would only last until 81, just a short 3 years, and then they'd pop back for one more year all the way back in 1999, but that would not be included in the mint sets. This is all 3 of the Susan B. Anthony mint sets, the 79, 80, and 81. Just those 3 sets alone with our competition cost $89. So our entire 9-set collection is basically the exact same price as just the 3 Susan B. Anthony sets with our competitors. Altogether, at just $89.95, you could buy 2 of these collections with us. That's 18 total mint sets. And you would still save $150 versus just these 9 sets with our competition. That's how good of a value we are tonight at just $89.95. These sets have been jumping up in price over the last few years due to their iconic nature. They are the only mint sets to feature the Eisenhower dollar and the Susan B. Anthony dollars. And you can get all 9 of those sets in one easy-to-grab collection for less than $10 per set. The lowest price I found a single one of these collections was $29. And that was for just one of the Susan B. Anthony sets. The other 2 Susan B. Anthony sets were $37 and $42 respectively. You will not get a better deal than the one you have tonight at just $89.95 for all 9 mint sets. It's the complete dollar mint set era from the original dollar mint set era at the United States Mint. The Susan B. Anthony and Eisenhower dollars, and you are also getting those rare 76 and 75 bicentennial designs. You have the Little Drummer Boy quarter. You have the beautiful Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon and Independence Hall in Philadelphia. It is truly one of our best collections you're going to see tonight. A living, breathing piece of both U.S. dollar and U.S. minting history. We are item number 905-6902. 905-6902. We're just $89.95 for all 9 mint sets. Every mint set that contained the original dollars struck at the U.S. Mint in the mint sets. $89.95. Call in now and grab yours while you still can. With the phone lines backed up, it is time for us to be moving on. Let's see what's coming up next.